بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي ونسلم على رسوله الكريم وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Dear viewers, Assalamu alaikum. I really don't have anything prepared today, and just wanted to speak from the heart to my friends and listeners, viewers, and so it's a bit of a rant, but I think it's important that at this point in time we get this out of the way. It's been about over a year that we've started this series, this Tarbiyah series, and I was really loath to do it. A good friend of mine, and he's like a younger brother, he insisted that I do this and he would produce it. So I listened to him and we began. He said that it's going to be, people, it'll be impactful. So down this journey and in this time, a lot of things happened in the world, of course. It's been a year already since our children of Gaza have been subject to that nightmare that had been unleashed upon them. The wolves of the night, vampires sucking their blood, raining fire on them. And you think about them, what they'd be eating, where they would be sleeping, what's left of their lives. And you feel sorry, but in fact we should be feeling even sorrier for ourselves, because they still have smiles on their faces and they still have gratitude, shukr to their Allah. They have sabr, they have tawakkul, they have not lost hope. So, but anyway, that just kind of comes up, obviously, that how the world, which direction it's going. So a person thinks that I'm engaging myself, I'm investing myself into this venture of these, producing these videos for our murabbis, our parents, teachers, mentors, people, citizens. People want to make the world a better place so that our children, especially, they become, better humans, better Muslims, better representatives of Allah and His Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and the world becomes a better place. What can we do to create an impact? So it's not about popularity. It's not about how many likes or how many clicks or how many follows you're getting, but the impact. Is the impact being made? Of course, the first basis, and it's a claim, may Allah accept it, is of sincerity, purity of intention for Allah. That the ayah comes across that A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem, Qul inna salati wa nusuki wa mahyaya wa mamati lillahi rabbil alameen. Say that my bodily worship and my sacrifices and my living and my dying are for Allah alone, the Rabb, the Lord of the worlds. And as in Urdu, a poet says that आँख उठे तेरे लिए, खुलते हैं लब तेरे लिए, मेरा जीना मेरा मरना, मेरे रब तेरे लिए. I open my eyes for you. I move my lips for you. My living and my dying is for you alone, my Lord. Another poet says, मेरी ज़िंदगी का मकसद तेरे दीन की सरफराजी, मैं इसीलिए मुसलमान, मैं इसीलिए नमाजी. The purpose of my life is the elevation of your deen, of your religion. That is why I'm a Muslim, and that is why I pray. So everything, my devotion to you is so that your name and your worship can be dominant over the world. So these are the claims of ikhlas. May Allah accept it. I don't know if I'm truthful in my claim. Only Allah knows. May Allah accept it. Along with that is the desire or the drive to make an impact in people's lives, in parents' lives, in teachers' lives, in general people of society. And So one considers that, am I making an impact? Is this that we do, is it worth it? Um, and I really don't know. It's been a year. I really don't know. And you know, on the other hand, you go. I mean, I don't have an Instagram account, so I believe this is uploaded on Instagram as well, and on TikTok. I don't know what the situation with that is, but I do follow some things on YouTube, and so I check if the video is uploaded on the channel, etc. And of course, there's a whole bunch of other garbage videos that show up on your feed, recommendations, or whatever the AI pushes, and you see that in 17 minutes some video got like 2 million likes, or 2 million clicks, or whatever it is, right? Views, and it turns out it's some absolute nonsense, some crazy person. You fear for their mental health. They're producing something that makes no sense, or it's just some crass humor, some trend, some etc. And I'm sure on TikTok, etc. It's much worse, but it's popular, and that's what people are looking at, and that's what people want. And here we are in our own little corner of the cyberspace, and we're trying to produce something, and you're like, wait, is anyone even interested in this? Right? So, and like, what's happening to the world? What's happening to the world? What is that? All we want, just entertainment? I mean, even Deen has become an entertainment. You see a lot of very popular speakers on Deen and religion, and turns out that they're basically putting on a show. I don't want to do that. We have these discussions. Some of our friends here who come for the recording, and they say that you need to do more of this, you need to do more of that, you need to speak more on controversial things. I can't do that. I'm not here to put on a show. I'm not trying to entertain anyone. I'm not a clown. If someone wants to be a clown, get clicks for it, more power to them. They're not. I don't know what sort of impact that they're having, positive impact, and I don't know if their effort is acceptable to Allah. Those are the two things that matter to me. Acceptability to Allah, sincerity towards Allah, and benefit to His servants, to humanity, and that is also for Allah, of course. So I'm a little confused at this point, and I need your help. I need some feedback. That how are we doing? Is this helpful? What would you want to listen to, or how can we make this better? I'm not sure if I'll be able to act upon that advice, but at least some sort of, maybe a little feedback, just to, yes, okay, this is helping, this is good, we're actually acting upon this, we're doing something about it, and that would just make our day. That would give us that fuel, that energy, that drive to keep going, keep working at it. So in the absence of that, it kind of becomes questionable that should we even be doing this? Should we be investing our time, our energy elsewhere, which is more beneficial to the ummah, more beneficial to our children, more beneficial to humanity? So this is where you come in, and you can help out and just give some feedback, put some comments, let us know what's going on. What do you think? What sort of videos are helpful? What sort of topics need to be discussed? I don't even know who's watching our videos. I'm addressing everyone from our parents, grandparents, so elderly, people my age, youngsters, new parents, they just got married, teenagers, kids. Although, of course, I'm sure, I don't know why children would want to watch this, but that's not what my audience is. But is the audience that we're reaching out to, is it impactful? Look, I don't care if 2 million idiots, click on my video. That's not what I want. But if 2 people change their life, or change their lifestyle, or change their approach, and it makes them a better human, better Muslim, makes them a better parent, or better brother, better coach, better teacher, better principal, then, alhamdulillah, that's what matters. That's all that matters. And I guess I'll wrap this up. It's a rant. I could keep going. Just want to bring my heart out to you. Another little couplet from Iqbal that दिल से जो बात निकलती है असर रखती है पर नहीं ताकते परवाज़ मगर रखती है. What comes from the heart is impactful, is effective. It affects others. It influences. There's the word, influencer, right? So what comes from the heart actually influences. It doesn't have wings, but it has the power to fly. It doesn't sound the same in Urdu, in English, sorry, but the meaning's really powerful. Anyway, so I'm just speaking from the heart. Just one last little anecdote, a story from our pious predecessors. There was a great scholar and great wali of Allah in the history of the subcontinent. His name was Shah Ismail Shaheed, rahmatullah alayh. And once it was announced in Delhi and in the villages surrounding it that Shah Ismail will have his speech, his talk after Isha Salah in the Jame Masjid of Delhi, which is a very famous masjid. It's got a lot of steps. It's huge, and he will be speaking there. So the word was spread. There was no social media. There was no electronic media, no print media, and just by word of mouth, and a huge gathering gathered in the masjid. It was chock full, people, standing to see the sheikh speak, etc. And he spoke for about 3 hours, and it was an awesome, impactful, spiritual journey. And people are, affected. They're wiping their tears. They're committing. They're making tawbah, etc. So now he's done. He's coming down the steps. He's leaving. The masjid's empty now, and this old villager is climbing up the steps with his cane, and he sees Shah Ismail, and he says that, son, he doesn't recognize him, of course. He says, son, Shah Ismail was supposed to speak today. What time does his bayan start? He said, uncle, that it's done, it's over. And the old man, sighs in pain, and he says, I came from so far away to listen to him. So Shah Ismail says, uncle, I heard the entire speech. If you want, I can narrate the whole thing to you sitting right here. He says, yes, please do that. So he sat down and repeated the same bayan for 3 hours for this one elderly villager. So the elderly villager, wiping his tears, got up from there, thanked the young man, the man he thought was a stranger, but was Shah Ismail. So Shah Ismail's students, or his some of his disciples, they asked him, Sheikh, you repeated the entire 3-hour bayan for just one person? So he replied, he said, I did it the first time for one, and the second time I did it for the same one. Now this has two meanings. People of wisdom speak in this way. One meaning is, I did it for Allah. The one is Allah, right? I did it for the one, Allah, the first time as well as the second time. It doesn't matter to me if 10,000 people are sitting in front of me, or just one person sitting in front of me. I did it for one Allah. And the second meaning is, the one is him, he himself. The first time I spoke to rectify myself, this one, and the second time I spoke again addressing myself. So with this, I bid farewell, but request you please give some feedback and put some comments, and share with others if it is beneficial, and ask others to subscribe as well. Jazakallahu khairan. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.